Hi, kids. Welcome to Children's Church. We are glad that you are joining us today. Do you have your supplies for today's journey? Let's see. Got your Bible? Check. Jesus goggles? Check. Open heart, open mind? Check, check, and double check. Well, sit back, relax, and let's have some fun.
guys, it's me again, Douglas. And hey, do you want to know something about me? I love cookies. Okay, not just cookies, but chocolate chip cookies. And not just chocolate chip cookies, my mom's chocolate chip cookies. They are so good, and when she bakes them, I can smell them all the way up here in my room, and it just, oh man, it smells so good, and they taste even better than that. And one day I was sitting up here, and yep, I could smell that great smell of chocolate chip cookies, and so I ran down the stairs, and sure enough, my mom was making some chocolate chip cookies, and I could see them cooking in the oven, and they were all sizzling, and they smelled so good, and so my mom got them out of the oven. She put them on the tray, and you can't eat them yet because they're too hot. If you touch them, you'll get burnt. So we had to wait for them to cool off, and then my mom put them into she put them in the cookie jar, and at our house we have this cookie jar. It looks like a cow, and when you open up its head to get the cookies, it goes moo. And so my mom put the cookies in the cookie jar, and I went up to her and I said, "Okay, Mom, can I have some cookies?" And she said, "Yep, you may have 2 cookies." And so I said, "Thanks, Mom." So I just took the 2 cookies in each hand, and I just went, when I munched them up really, really fast. I ate them really, really quick. And I said, "Okay, Mom, I'd like small cookies." And she said, "No, no more cookies until after dinner, otherwise you'll get sick." That didn't make me very happy, because I wanted those cookies. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If they taste good, I should just eat as many as I want, right? So my mom went into the other room, and she had to make a phone call. And so I knew right then and there that I had to come up with the most brilliant plan to get those cookies. And so what I did was, well, see, here's the problem with the cookies is they were up in the cookie jar, way up on the counter, and I'm not very tall. I'm kind of short, vertically challenged, and so I can't just reach up there and grab them. So I thought maybe if I got a broom, the broom I could knock it down. So I got the biggest broom that we had, but it was really big and heavy, and so I was trying to walk around with this big giant broom, and I was gonna knock it down, but it was just too big. I couldn't control it, and I finally just fell right down. Oof. And yeah, and so that didn't work very well at all. So I had to come up with a better plan, and I did. I had the greatest idea because last year, for my birthday, I got this awesome bow and arrow set, but not the kind of bow and arrow that's like pokey or hurts people. It's the kind with the suction cup on the end. The kind that go when it sticks to things. And yeah, so I took a rope and I tied it all up around the arrow, and I went into the kitchen and I pulled, and then twang, it stuck right on the very first try. I got the cow right on the first try. I was so proud of myself. I was like Master Ultra or something. And so I pulled on the rope, and the cookie jar fell down on the ground, and it kind of broke into several pieces, but I grabbed all the cookies and I put them into my shirt, and the cow cookie jar was just laying there like, and so I thought, that's no good. My mom will find out right away. So I tried to fix it, but it was still broken, just laying there mooing at me. So I shoved it all under the rug, hoping my mom wouldn't notice, but it's still, you could kind of hear it. It was just like, but I thought, maybe she wouldn't tell. So I grabbed the cookies, and I sneak, and I sneak, all the way up to my room, and I closed the door, and I sat down on the bed, and I started to eat all those cookies. Okay, there were like 47 cookies, and so I started eating, and I got kind of full after like 2 more cookies, but I had to eat all of them, because then I didn't want my mom to find them. So I just kept eating, and oh man, You have no idea how sick I felt after eating all those cookies, and my tummy was like this big. I felt awful. And so I just laid down on the bed and I felt so bad. And then I heard the most terrifying sound in the whole wide world. And it sounded like this. It was like step, step, step. It was my mom. She was coming up the stairs. She was coming to my room. So I got under the covers and I threw the pillow on my tummy because I thought maybe she wouldn't notice. My tummy was so huge if I had the pillow on it. And I brushed the crumbs off under the bed. And she came in and she said, Douglas, your friends are outside. They'd like to play soccer with you. And, okay, I love cookies. A lot. But I also love to play soccer. I like to be the goalie. I catch the ball so the other team doesn't make a goal. And I'm pretty good at it. I love to play with my friends anytime they can. And so, but I couldn't go today because my tummy was this big and I felt awful. So I said, I don't think I want to go and play today, Mom. That's okay. And she was like, well, Douglas, why don't you want to go play outside with your friends? You love to play soccer. And I wanted to lie, but then I remembered that moms have like this superpower where they always know when you're lying. So I had to tell the truth. So I just said, I can't go play soccer because I feel awful. I ate all the cookies and look, my tummy is this big. And she was like, well, Douglas, I told you not to eat those cookies. I told you it'd make you sick. And I was like, I know, but they were so good. I wanted to eat all of them. And she said, Douglas, I didn't just tell you not to eat those cookies because I wanted to ruin your day. It's because I love you and I knew it would make you sick. I don't want you to be sick. Sometimes it's like that with us and God. See, in the Bible, God tells us some things we should and should not do. Like he says not to lie, and he says not to steal, and things like that. And we think sometimes that, maybe God doesn't really know what he's talking about, and I'm just going to do this anyways. But God doesn't just make up these rules because he likes to ruin our fun. He doesn't just, he doesn't give us these rules because he likes to be bossy. He does it because he loves us so very much. And he knows what's best for us. He knows that if we do these bad things that he doesn't want us to do, that it's going to be bad for us. And it's going to be bad for other people too. And so that's kind of what I learned, is that we need to obey God and our parents because they love us and they know what's best for us. Well, I'll see you guys later. And next time you don't want to obey your parents or God, don't forget that they love you very, very much. And they know what's best. Bye.
He's the one who makes the sun shine. He's the one who puts the moon in the sky. He's the one who hung the stars one by one. He's the one who makes the birds sing. He's the one who makes your dreams so high. He's the one who makes me smile day by day.
Once there were two men who needed to build their homes. As they both searched for a place to build upon, they came upon two kinds of ground. One was a stony and hard place on a mountain, and the other was a sandy place right near the beach. One man thought to himself,
I wonder where I should build my house. Maybe this is a good place. It's strong and solid.
and the other man thought to himself,
I know just where I'm going to build my house. This is the place for me.
And so the days passed by. Soon, both houses were completed. The two men were both very happy and they each admired their own home, each one where he had built it. But a little while later, something happened. Dark clouds appeared in the distance. The sun's light was hidden slowly behind the clouds and the wind began to blow.
I'd better get into the house now. It looks like quite a storm.
Well, just in time to get some shelter. Time for sleep.
Later that night, the wind picked up and began to howl. Rain poured from the sky, first in little trickles, but then it came down strong. The calm sea started to rise, and rise, and rise.
What a strong storm! It's going to cause a lot of damage. This rock I built on is strong and sturdy though, and so is my house. I'm high enough to miss the floods. It was worth all that extra work. Thank God.
And the rain came down, the water rose, and the winds blew against that house. But it did not fall, because it had been built on a strong rock. But the other man's house was not built on a strong foundation. He had built on the soft sand. And the rain came down, the water rose, and the winds blew against that house.
What a strong storm! It's going to cause a lot of damage! Oh no! No!
And the house came down with a great big crash. So you see, the wise man who built his house on the solid rock is like the person who hears my word and obeys it. Sometimes it takes more work to obey and do the right thing, but it is better in the end. The man who built on the sandy soil is like those who hear my word but do not take time to obey it. When the storms of trouble come, the house that is built on the solid ground, like the foundation of God's word, remains in place. But the house that is built on the sandy ground cannot stand up to the storms and quickly falls down.
I trust in the Lord, He knows what's best. No need to worry about it, no need a second guess. He knows what's good and what is not. He gives the answers right on the spot, 'cause God knows best. How can I know what is right for me? I study God's word, it helps me see. It guides my pathway with the light, and then I see how to do what is right. I trust in the Lord, He knows what's best. No need to worry about it, no need a second guess. He knows what's good and what is not. He gives the answers right on the spot, 'cause God knows best. How can I know what is good for me? I study God's word, it helps me see. The choices I make throughout my day can be guided by God if I pray. I trust in the Lord, He knows what's best. No need to worry about it, no need a second guess. He knows what's good and what is not. He gives me answers right on the spot, 'cause God knows. He knows best.
Well, we've come to the end once again. What an amazing journey. I hope you had as much fun as I did Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.